Just the facts, ma'am.
Just the facts. This is our third segment. Each week we have three segments. We have In the News, and we talk about something, the latest something going on, and then the rumors, and then close with Just the Facts. So let's talk about easy voting, the harm from easy voting, as far as what are the facts on that?
Well, I have been increasingly concerned about this as an American citizen. I am blessed to have been born an American citizen and have appreciated the benefits that I've received being born in the greatest country on earth, one of the greatest countries in history. And it is a precious right to participate in the citizenship process. And part of that precious privilege is the right to vote. And I'm increasingly concerned when wacko operations like the state of California are giving out enrollment to people who are not citizens and saying, oh, this is okay. How is this okay in anybody's lexicon that people who are not fully legally here participating in the entire economy, contributing to Social Security and Medicare, taking care of their taxes and things like that. How is it that these people would be put on par with me, who has paid taxes since he was a teenager and who has participated in the American system for that long, to be deprived of part of my benefit because by diluting my vote with people who have not earned the right. And the system is so broken today that it is offensive to me as an American voter and an American taxpayer, is to think about the fact they're talking in individual states, hundreds of thousands of dead people are on our voter rolls. When you send out these mass mailings, has been done in a good handful of states, these are going somewhere. Any person picking up some of these loose ballots can just fill one in and send it in. And we've got ballot harvesting problems, which have been in existence for several consecutive elections. I'd like to bring out one specific point. I do have some controversy about this. There are people who don't agree with me, but it is estimated that Trump did not win the popular vote in 2016, that Hillary Clinton did. However, my estimate, and the estimate that I've seen from some reasonable sources, is between 2 and 5 million votes were illegally cast in the 2016 election. If those, and most of those votes, the Democrats will tell you were cast for them. So this is a rigged system. It is the perception of the Democrats, the party of illegal immigrants, that they will vote if they can somehow get a ballot, that they will vote for the Democrat Party. And this is the premise on which they operate. I guarantee you, if they started interviewing these illegal immigrants and they said, oh, hey, we love President Trump. We like the fact that, the country runs well and the economy runs well and we have job opportunities, those Democrats would be so fast to the polls to say, oh, we better secure those votes. My God, we better make sure everybody who's voting is legal. So it's a completely false premise. And our postal system, sadly, has been damaged by 40 or 50 years of over-unionization. You can hardly fire someone in the Postal Service. Postal Service used to be important to America. It is only marginally important today. And for us to say that we're going to put the election's hands in a terribly broken system is just a disgrace. And part of that is they're now trying to blame it on the current postmasters appointed by Trump. And he inherited a system that's been broken for 40 or 50 years. Most Americans today are dumping all of their mail into the recycling bin, which in apartment complexes or other areas where there's consolidated mail, there's a recycling bin there. And I'm watching people every day take out, and the same thing for our office here on Heights Boulevard, is we just take the mail, the majority of the mail today, 80 or 90% of the mail is going into the recycling bin. And this is a disgrace that we have kept bulk rates low, which basically amount to harassment of the public. Instead of reducing mail delivery to, say, 4 days a week, maybe 5 days a week in a business district like Manhattan or downtown Houston for business customers. But for the rest of us, we don't need 6 day a week home delivery. It is a time that's passed. And I don't know about you, Sandy, but I have virtually 100% of my bills and things going on being done electronically.
Yep,
I have Absolutely. I have a lot of stuff set up on auto pay. I have stuff set up where I'm electronically notified. I sign in and take care of it. And so the whole premise that the Postal Service is somehow going to suddenly become more efficient and only deliver ballots by mail that were cast by legitimate voters is just as false as the claim that Obamacare is a great program.
And as you were talking about the mail delivery less than 6 days a week, we have one of those mailboxes where you have to open it with a key. So it's right at the corner. And we hardly check our mail more than once or twice a week. Because like you said, everything we get is junk, what we do, put in the recycle bin. So that was a great point. I love that. I would vote for that. And we're doing this weekly. So every Tuesday live on Facebook. But the rest of the time you can watch the videos on YouTube, or you can subscribe to our podcast, Saving America with David Schein. Dr. Schein is, besides being an expert in these topics, he is the author of The Decline of America, published in 2018 by Post Hill Publishing. And in this book, Dr. Schein looks at presidents from Woodrow Wilson to Barack Obama and analyzes, assesses their time in office and how they dealt with certain things like the economy, like pandemics. How do presidents handle when they have a crisis of some kind? And most of them do. Most of them have some kind of crisis. So get this book, read it. Great research for before the election or after the election. Still a great time to do some research and see what's happened in this country for the last 100 years. And he is working on another book. We'll tell you about that as it gets closer. This book is available on Amazon, The Decline of America. Get the ebook or the print book mailed to you. So if you want a autographed copy of this book, then get in touch with Dr. Schein. He's here in Houston, Texas. He is the founder of the Claremont Management Group. So you can go to that website, ClaremontManagementGroup.com, and reach out to Dr. Schein and be in touch with him about the book or in response to any of the questions that he has addressed today on today's podcast.
And Sandy, I wanted to mention quickly two things. We did record a special regarding the first debate, and that is about ready for prime time. Our staff has been cleaning that up, and so that'll be posted. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, will be the vice presidential debate between Mike Pence and Kamala Harris. I don't expect it to look anything at all like last week's mess between Biden and Trump. And so that'll be kind of interesting. We haven't decided yet if we're going to do a special edition on that or we'll just talk about it at next week's Saving America. So let's see what happens tomorrow night and then we'll make a decision.
Sounds good. We'll be watching. So thank you, David. Thank you for taking the time to do this each week and keep us updated on what's going on in this whole world called politics. So thank you.
Thank you again, Sandy.